Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Naughty Crew. Welcome back to my channel, Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Naughty, bring you the latest and trending topics. And of course, I vlog my life. Happy Friday to you all. Love you, love you, love you. We made it through another week, Naughty Crew. Thank the Lord, okay? Like, it's been a long week. It's been a long week. So much going on in the news, okay? And I have a great show lined up for you guys. Please, as you're loading up in the room, please like the video, share my content out so that we can get back in the algorithm. And these are the free ways you can support the channel. And of course, donations are definitely appreciated. And I appreciate you all joining me. So I have a great show lined up. We're going to get into Nicki Minaj quitting music, child. And I got some inside deets on what's going on with the alleged Amex theft of it all, that little ring, okay? We're going to get into it. I still think Kenny Petty is the ringleader, child, because Cardi told us all the deets, but you asked for it, Nicki. You asked for it. You came for that girl. Yes, you did. You came for that girl, and she put all your business out there, okay? But let's just say, like, all the gay best friends be chit-chattering about everybody's business, okay? Also, we got Darius McCrary, a.k.a. Eddie Winslow, all right? We're going to get into his recent arrest for child support, child. Yes, that he tried to go over the border, child, and they done snagged his behind for child support. That's if you on child support, make sure you pay, child. We're going to get into Young Miami versus Tyler, Halle Berry versus DDG, and we're going to touch on the Degenerates, Christian Rock, Ray J. We're going to get into it all. Ray J speaking on being served by the Kardashians, all right? And we're going to get into Krishan's treatment of Junior. That's the only reason why I'm talking about it. Hashtag save Junior, okay? The neglect is obvious, and nobody's doing anything about it. It's public, and it's sad the way they exploit this poor baby. Poor Junior ain't sat down since he slid through the infected canal, okay? He has been all over the world. Hell, Junior probably traveled more than most of these hood ninjas. Yes, Junior be all over the place, ain't had a stable home since he was about 3 months old, child. Okay, it's just sad. But up first, can we get into Angel Reese killing the Victoria's Secret fashion show? Okay, girl. Get it, girl. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. She's 6'3", 23 years old, and she is a basketball player of the Chicago Sky, okay? But she killed it. Yes, sister. Yes, sister. Yes. Okay, look at her. Killing it. Go ahead, Angel. Can we give big up to Angel Reese? Yes. She officially has her Victoria's Secret wings, and I love this for her. I love the say what you want, but she helped put the WNBA back on the map. Okay, like they're getting more sponsorship deals and things like that because she brought the aspect of social media to the WNBA and made it popping again. Okay, we know it's some wonderful players on the WNBA, but say what you want. The youth brought socials to the equation, and now the WNBA is popping again. Please thumbs up the video, but she killed it. One moment, y'all. Yes, child. Here we go. I love this for her. I love this for her. Angel Reese, you did that, girl. You are popping 10, okay, with them long legs. Yes. And she not frail, she's thick with it, okay? She's got a nice frame, and I thought this was awesome. Love her looks. I think she handled herself very well. And I say, you go, girl. Yes. From the Naughty Love movement, you go, girl. So she posted that walk so nasty. I thought a HOE said something. Sexy is an energy, not a body type. Yes, baby. I love this for her. And she said, I don't work jobs. I am. I could probably win a. Come on, girl. Yes, Angel Reese. Get it, girl. Get them wings. Fly, fly, fly. She said, I got all this thickness for you. I love this. She said, watch it jiggle. This is all her looks. I think this is dope. I think this is dope. Let me say what up to my naughty crew. Who's here with me this morning? Hey, Jayla girl. Good morning. Hey, D Smith. Hey, CC. Good morning to my naughty crew. I love you all. Yes, she looks great. Angel Slade. Love Angel. Yes, hashtag save Junior baby child. It's so much. Kenny is the leader. Yes, I love this for her. Shout out to Angel Reese. Girl, you keep doing your thing, okay? She's getting them brand deals, them sponsorships as she should, baby. Okay? Another random I want to get into. I love Kalani's new song, Folded. I love Kalani, period. I've been following her for a minute. But she's a great dancer. She's a great songwriter. And she makes very, very catchy tunes. And the latest one is called Folded. Love it. Okay? Love Folded. I can't get in my car without playing it. But guess who paid Kalani homage, honey? And I was surprised. Brandy Norwood, get up here, girl. Okay. And when I heard it, I was like, yeah. This is her octave. Go ahead, Brandy. Okay. This is coming on the tail end of Ray J's interview, dropping on Tasha K Live tonight, child. And the first question Tasha asked was about his relationship with his sister. It is alleged that they have fallen out. Brandy says he has ruined the brand and things like that. But when they had their reality show, they was kind of at odds anyway. But child, Tasha K brought that boy to tears. Hey, be my shorty. Yes, let's get these likes up. Please get the likes up. Now, I can't play the whole thing, but y'all get the idea. But I love this for Brandy. She killed it. Go over to her page and check it out. Girl, okay? Okay. Come on, Brandy. Come on. Give it to us. She killed it. Okay, because we all know Brandy is the real talent in the family. Okay, let's talk about it. Ray J, you could never. You smoke too many cigarettes. You can't go as high as your sister. Child, Brandy, I thought this cover was dope. Can you come back up? Okay, that's all I can give you. That's all I can give you, because YouTube, you know they will copyright strike me. Go over to Brandy page and check it out. And I think it's a dope collaboration. I love when Kalani collabs. I love her collaboration with Cardi B on I Am the Drama. Safe. Love it. Okay. I love when she teamed up with Tiana Taylor to do their song. I can't think of it. Okay, but two powerful women coming together and slaying it. All right. It is the year of the woman, child. Be more shorty said, I love Brandy's rendition of Folded. I do too. Ray J is the stain that wouldn't wash out. Child, if they don't get some wipes. Hey, Tels. Love to see people typing that in the chat. Just wanted to pop in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you popping in. We back. Please come back, Tels, and join us again. We are back. I had to take a little time off to handle my family. Okay. That comes in as my cousin says. I sent to all my cousins yesterday a cousin I love you meme, right? And they all like responded. And one of my cousins, he just responded. He said, love you more. Love you too, Kenny. I can't wait for your birthday. Love you. Mm-hmm. See? Yes. Love, love, love. Okay. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. Hey, I'm good. Yes. Been a long time. Yes. Nubia, thank you for joining. Yes, I am back, y'all. You know, sometimes life be lifing and you got to take a little break to get things in order. But you may have paused me for a minute, but ain't nothing stopping me, okay? Because we always going to be on and popping over here at the Naughty Love Movement. Happy Friday, everybody. Get these thumbs up. Like the video. Like the video. And share, all right? Share. Yeah, so Brandy killed it. I love it. I love to see it. All right. Let's get into Halle and DDG, child. As you all know, they have been going through a custody battle. Hi, Miss Brenda. Yes. I thought it was you, but I didn't want to guess. Okay. I love you. All the way across the pond. Love you, Miss Brenda. So you know, DDG, he's been doing the most. He is a troll. He's been trolling Halle since he impregnated her. Okay, but they had some things going on to the point where she had to get a restraining order in place. And I like to be careful with these stories because you know, Keke Palmer fooled us all. Mm-hmm. Made it seem like that man was just knocking her through between the washer and dryer, child, and come to find out she was doing the same thing. Okay, and she back with dude. All right, so it's a lot when it comes to these industry relationships. Okay, and when they in love, they don't want us to know nothing about it. But as soon as they in trouble, baby, okay, then they want to put all the business out there. This is how it goes. Okay, you see it with a lot of the celebs. Nicki Minaj, all right, she When she in relation with a dude, she don't say nothing bad about them. As soon as she's out of there, she dragging the out of them. Okay. So let's get into DDG and Halle Bailey. Looks like the judge decided to extend the restraining order. Shout out to the Shade Room. So the temporary restraining order between DDG and Halle extended until November 5th of 2025. That's not that far away. So court docs detail supervised visit with DDG and Halo. Ciao. As you all know, DDG went on Casa not stream with the baby, and that pissed Halle off. Okay, but he had no business bringing that baby up there. Just like Cristiano had no business having Junior around Ray J in his streaming house. Who, Lord knows what's going on in that streaming house. But shout out to the Shade Room. Okay, here is the order. The Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles. Nature of proceedings, request DV prevention with minor child case filed by petitioner on May 13th of 2025. Oh, they had their order in place forever. So the following parties are present for enforcement proceedings. So Terry Ross, Larry Mark Bakeman. I don't know who these are the attorneys. The matter is not called for hearing. So petitioner and respondent counsel informed the court that parties are preparing a written agreement regarding today's matter and request more time. So it looks like they're trying to do a mediation as opposed to the judge making the decision, which is usually the best route because you kind of get what you want. Whereas if you leave it up to the judge, it could go bad for either party. The restraining order can become permanent. It could go bad, right? So pursuant to the stipulation of the parties, the request DV prevention with minor child filed by on May 13th of 2025 is continued until November 5th. At 8:30. So it looks like they're trying to work things out a little bit. So any temporary orders are to remain full force and reflect until the continued hearing date. Order on request to continue court hearing is signed and filed this date. Girl, Halle, let me tell you something. You better leverage the situation because that wasn't your husband, right? And DDG, he has rights to his child, right? But she needs to use this situation to set boundaries with him. Make him sign an NDA when it comes to your child. Okay, thumbs up to this video so he cannot use your child for clout. Make him sign an NDA. Leverage this situation. Okay, but I hope they work it out ultimately. And DDG, the clout chaser that he is, he released a song in regards to the situation. Child, I think that's the only reason why he got with Halle, just for this attention right here.
Said you want me gone, is that really how you feel?
Might as well. Yeah, she probably feel like that because you a low down dirty dog. Okay, let's call it what it is. So sad. So sad because you know what? Little Halo is the only one that suffers. Now he's missing time out with his dad and things like that because his dad, to me, is a narcissist. Okay, let's call it what it is. And he tried to use the baby as leverage against Halle. And Halle like, no, sir, no more. No more. No more. No more. Wish them the best, but it's a lot. All right, let's get into Claressa Show and Laila Ali, who is the late, great Muhammad Ali's daughter. I mean, Claressa Show, call it what you want. Like, a lot of boxers, they talk cat shit, right? That's just what they do. That's a part of the sport. It's competitive and things like that. But she loves to, like, drop names and talk shit. I know she tried to talk ish about Devontae Davis. And it's just like, girl, Did I mention I can't stand the way she talks? Like, she talk like she got a hearing aid. In her ear and a bunch of marbles. Like, I don't know. That's my thing. Some people voices bother me. Like Young Miami, she's one of them. She's one of those people. I can't stand to hear her talk. It sounds like she got a mouth full of marbles. But she recently spoke on Devontae Davis, and he even clapped back at her. And it's just like, girl, go sit down and okay? Go sit down and shut up. Please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. Let me see where we are on likes. And share. Get us in the algorithm. But that being said, Claressa, she got with Papoose, and she just thinks she's something special all of a sudden. I mean, she tried to call out Remy and stuff like that. Like, girl, you corny. You still dating a married man. Why he not divorced yet? I'll wait. You still dating a married man, girl. That's not a flex. It is not a flex at all, the fact. And she just got so much mouth. And it's just like, girl. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. It's hot. Claressa, she's off the hook. Her looks are getting better, though. Her looks are getting better. She must have got a decent stylist or whatever. So the wigs are wigging now. All right. So shout out to her for that. At least she getting her style up. I'm gonna be working on the Chris Brown challenge this weekend, y'all. Got a little idea on when it comes to that, and I want to get it while it's popping. I love the new Chris Brown challenge. Love. Oh, get arrogant tape for you. Cece said Carisha is not for me. Be more shorty said and want to flaunt the said married man. Like, why he ain't getting no divorce? Why he not getting no divorce? Like, girl, bye. Let's get into it. All right. So Laila Ali teases about whether she'll be making a return to boxing. This is Laila Ali. She's an icon. She followed in her daddy's footstep, but she loves to boost other women up. She's a huge supporter of women.
Wannabe. My father would not want to share his name or image with her. She does not represent anything about him in the ring or outside of the ring. Now, many of us, including myself, had high hopes for her. I supported her. I sent her off in the right direction, but she has become a disappointment. She is a horrible representation of both the sport and our culture.
Beneficial. If they win against you, don't need them just with ball, so you know we.
Please don't try to rap. Please don't try to rap. You are no Remy Ma.
Who think they just so pretty and just because they born light skin that they just all that they can come up with shit talking shit. I look better than you. I look better than you, so you can get off my shit. Light skin.
Now, do you believe I'm jealous of her Nope, I actually celebrate other women's success. I have relationships.
I love this. Is classy the way
A woman fighter, and I'm giving her all the jewels and stuff that I know, so she can get her big paydays too. It's a blueprint now on how you make $1 million, even if you don't have the gold medals. The biggest blueprint is build your brand.
Oh, she must have forgot years ago she recorded this and said that I gave her the piece of advice that she is now referring to as the most valuable piece of information that you need to be successful. But supposedly I didn't support her and I didn't want to pass the torch.
Laila told me to build my brand, a good brand, and a brand that I want to represent and stand for. And she said, have good people behind me who I trust.
So this whole idea that she started about me being jealous because of her accolades and her surpassing me, do you realize that for years, fans have believed that there's so many fighters that are better than me? I mean, they have more titles than me. Multi-million-dollar fights are happening. More money than I ever made, more money than she's making. So I guess if I'm supposedly jealous of her, I must be hating on them too, right?
I actually promote a woman fighter, and I'm giving her all the jewels and stuff that I know.
This reminds me of, and this is why I wanted to cover this. This reminds me of when Nicki Minaj came out and she would not give Lil' Kim her accolades,
so she can get her big paydays too.
Her. Now you've seen what she's been referring to. So she felt justified to go on a tirade. And of course, she's twisted the story over the years and taken my comments out of context. Now, according to her, I just started talking about knocking her out just out of jealousy. Now you've seen what I said, what she said, how this started, and you can see she pitted herself against me in a fight. Now, I know some of this younger generation may not be familiar with me, but I've never been one to just talk about things I can't do. When I said that I would knock her out back in 2019, it wasn't any different than what I've said to anyone who's challenged me in the past. You can go back and look at tape on me. That was not just talk for me. It's what I did. TKO, KO, it didn't matter. I was going to stop you. It wasn't going to a decision. And if you didn't belong in there with me, I was going to get you out of there. Here she is on a recent podcast explaining how she's passing the torch and that she has created a blueprint for success, which she is now sharing with other female fighters. Now you've seen what a talented fighter, and she has the opportunity right now. The stage is set. You know, so now she just has to kind of do her thing.
I had Claressa here, right? I asked her who does she think will win and you against you in your prime and her now. And this is what she said.
She's not cut like me. She don't take the challenges. Like, she didn't fight against Ann Wolf. I fight against the best and beat the best. And if Laila Ali was to come out of retirement, I beat her too.
That's not anything I haven't heard before. First of all, she's supposed to feel like she's the greatest.
Absolutely.
But just because you think you are doesn't mean you are.
Okay.
I like to support and uplift.
period. Like, she need to go take a piece of humble pie and sit down, girl. We ain't known you that long. And again, you still dating a married man. Let me see what y'all saying. CC said Laila Ali spoke highly of her, and then she tried to get ugly with Laila. Girl, get your life, period. Okay. Oh, Jocelyn, Cocolina, Ananda sounds better than Claressa Shields, child. Jocelyn, anybody sound better than Jocelyn, child. I'm sorry. I don't know who told that girl she could sing, but the Puerto Rican princess, you are talented in a lot of ways, but singing and rapping ain't it. Tell said I had to pop in and say hashtag Team Laila. She absolutely right, and I don't blame her. That Claressa person been needed to be checked. Just disrespectful, child. She done got some of that papoose up in her, child. She can't tell her nothing. She can't tell, you can't tell her nothing. You can't even tell her she's sharing a peen with Remy. Yeah, Laila got them hands. Laila said, I'm classy. You trashy. Period. But I just wanted to bring that story to y'all because I thought I've been saying, like, Claressa, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. All right. As you all know, the government has been shut down, and prayers up because I know people who are personally affected by this, and it's just like, how long is this supposed to go on? All right. So let's start off. Let's start off by saying Stephen A. Smith ended up storming off the stage, okay, when it came to talking about the government shutdown. And just yesterday or the other day, you was trying to check. I'm drawing a blank. Jasmine Crockett, and how she's supposed to behave when dealing with Congress. And these are the issues she's trying to tackle. She's exposing the double standards of our government. And she is trying to show our people how to protect ourselves through the politics. And it was just like the nerve of your ass to have something to say. All right, you bootlicking house ninja. Okay,
we're listening to this.
Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Let's get into this footage. Please thumbs up the video, y'all, as y'all loading up in the room. Share my content out. And yes, donations are appreciated because it's Happy Friday. Okay, support your girl. Help us get back in the algorithm. You know, we had to kind of reboot and start all over again because I haven't been on in a while. So let's see. Stephen A. Smith storms off the stage after speaking about the government shutdown.
Kind of stuff while a young man walked up to the microphone and said that he had to leave here to go and work on DoorDash to help pay for his daughter's tuition. Meanwhile, everybody up here getting paid. But he ain't. This is this kind of stuff right here. That's how you know, and I'm not accusing any of you directly or personally of feeling this way. I'm just talking about the apparatus that is Washington, the nation's capital. This is why you have so many Americans, excuse my language, so pissed off at Washington, because somehow, some way you get to have these conversations, engage in specific elements of it to talk about what we need to do to get things better. Our debt is $37.8 trillion. Somehow, some way, the taxpayer's been paying this, been throwing money, because we all look at our check, and it's been going to the government.
Shut up. We got more important business, Steven. Cece, girl, thank you for being a member for 22 months. And also, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you, and I love you long time. My Naughty Crew, yo, we stand 10 toes down together, and I love you all and taking this journey with me. So, yeah, this is more important than Stephen A. Smith running his big ass mouth, okay? Thumbs up the video.
And somehow, some way, you're supposed to be doing something constructive and productive enough to make sure that we don't have that kind of deficit. It isn't happening. A government shutdown is going on right now. A man has to work on DoorDash when he's really an air traffic controller that we applauded. And we're up here talking about how much some money is going to cost. And the only person that don't have a check coming is him. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a break. All right. We'll go to the audience.
This is attention-seeking behavior. But you get mad at Jasmine Crockett for standing her ground. You try to correct her. Like, Stephen A. Smith. That's how I feel every time you open your mouth. I feel like kicking your ass, okay? Because
what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
this is attention-seeking behavior. He gets on my last nerves, okay? But then you get mad at Jasmine Crockett because she be checking these politicians and putting them in their place. Does she have a way about her words? Yeah. Do I like it? Absolutely. Do I want her to have a bigger platform? Yes. Okay. She went viral for checking them MFers in the Senate. I don't know. As days go on, I just don't like him. Okay. Like, it's so many issues that need to be tackled. In the meantime, Orange Gina, get up here.
The things also, the economy is
He up here lying to us, okay? Up here lying to us. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks. Thumbs up the video. This who, yeah.
the things also, the economy is unbelievable. It really is. It's been incredible. And I think one of the great numbers that I've ever heard, think of it, over $17 trillion being invested in our country. And when you think of, compare that to the last administration.
It's all lies, Naughty Crew. Be more shorty. Thank you so much for the donation. Oh, thank you. Yes. I want me a lavender latte so bad. Yes. Love you, love you, love you. Long time. Thank y'all for being so generous and always being here to support me. All right. Okay. Meantime, Orangina out here lying, talking about prices are lower. And child, I can't go to the supermarket and spend less than $200. And that's barely nothing. That's lying. Okay.
But really, compared to any administration, compared to any country, there's never been a country with anything like that. That's in a period of 8 months. And we've already broken every record possible. There's
This lying, get off my screen. He is a lying fucker, okay? He's lying through his teeth. But this is who people wanted in office. This is who everybody wanted to vote into office. And I heard Tasha K even say out her mouth that she regrets voting for him. Come on, people. We got to open our eyes. He means us no good. He will lie until he can't lie no more. All right. That's how he got in the office, lying. Okay. And Tasha K said it. She was like, I regret voting for him because my husband's an immigrant. I know somebody personally. Her husband has been here 20 plus years and he got a criminal record and got deported, broke up the whole family. It's sad. All right, but the Kalshi users are predicting the government shutdown will last more than 39 days. Okay, like this is horrible. You got to realize people aren't getting, like, if people are on welfare or public assistance and things like that, they're not getting their money. I know someone that works for the government. She is trying to survive off her savings right now because she can't get paid. So the longest this shutdown goes on, it's really, really going to cause problems. But it's no end in sight. It's no end in sight. So the government shutdown has forced stress. Federal paychecks are on hold. They are. And bills are still billing for the last 15 days. So Kalshi traders accurately predicted the presidential election, and they think this one could hit 39 days, the longest shutdown of all time, beating the 2018-2019 record of 35 days. This is sick. People are suffering. Hey, Tels, yeah, she when the elections came, she came out on her Instagram, I believe, and she said she voted for Donald Trump. And she admitted, like, she lost mad followers so fast because of that decision. And now she says she regrets that decision. I mean, this man showed you who he was the first election. He's a convicted criminal. I'm calling all convicted criminals. Y'all need to run for president. The hood will vote for you, okay? People will come out the woodwork getting registered to vote. Y'all might as well run because Orange Gina, he got 36 charges? Child, convicted criminal. And he's the president. He's running our country. So, and I don't think it's fair because after you do your time, that should be it. No, America makes you continuously pay for it and constantly reminds you that you broke the law. They hinder you on getting jobs, opportunities. They hinder you on where you can live. Okay, once you pay your debt, it should be over. This man can go and run for president with a record and get into office. I mean, it just speaks to the double standards of America. It really, really does. It speaks to the double standards and how they reward bad behavior. And the only thing they want to do is protect the rich so that they continue to get rich. They're trying to take us back to old school Jim Crow laws and things like that. Like, this country is in racist, and that's it. Ain't nothing changed. They just came up with new ways to execute the racism. All right, they created so many systems to suppress our community, the Black community, or whatever, and it's just like that goes over people's heads. That goes over people's head. But racism is alive and well in this country. It never went anywhere. They just found new ways, okay? And prime example, shout out to I think it's the Neighborhood Talks for this story, okay? So since people want to act like racism doesn't exist, okay? So y'all surprised? Black cop accuses Chick-fil-A of racial discrimination after his 3 white co-workers were given free meals, but he had to pay. I was humiliated and embarrassed. Racism. Thumbs up the video.
I was kind of humiliated and embarrassed.
I felt like it was a racial thing, and I felt like he was singled out.
Only on 9, claims of racial discrimination at a Chick-fil-A. A Clover police officer said that he had to pay for his meal, but that his 3 white colleagues did not.
Their claims did garner an apology from the owner of the Augusta restaurant where this happened. Our South Carolina reporter Tina Terry spoke to officers about their experience.
I was kind of humiliated and embarrassed, at the whole situation, because it seemed like it was a racial issue to me.
Clover Police Sergeant Tracy Reed had that experience at a Chick-fil-A restaurant in Augusta, Georgia, while on a work trip a few weeks ago. He and 3 other CPD officers, all of them white, went into the restaurant for breakfast.
We all came into the restaurant together, we rode together, came in the restaurant together, all had the same uniform on, stood in line together. There was never a time that we were not together while standing in line.
They say all 3 white officers were offered a complimentary meal, which they say is often offered to law enforcement at the popular restaurant chain. But when Sergeant Reed got to the register, he had to pay.
He said he had to pay for his meal, and it infuriated me. And I told him, I said, "Do you want me to go say something?" And he was like, "No, I don't want you to cause a scene." But I could tell by the way he looked that, he just looked down at his plate and he looked really embarrassed and humiliated, which really made me mad.
Eventually, Reed wrote this letter to Chick-fil-A corporate demanding the chain retrain employees at the Augusta location and strengthen corporate-wide policies on compliance with civil rights laws. But Reed and the other officers were not satisfied with the response from the Augusta store manager, which included 2 cards for free meals.
They said that it was perceived that we were embarrassed or that it was a racial incident, which I didn't like, because I know it wasn't perceived. It actually happened.
He's not the only one who perceived it. We all perceived it that way, and it's not even perception, it's what happened. It was a racial issue.
Now, that letter from the store manager included an apology, and it also stated that the person who processed the meal was a team leader who doesn't normally work behind the register. The manager called this incident a mistake. Reporting from Clover, Tina Terry, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Per usual, they try to nix it off and say, oh, it was just an oversight. It was intentional. Racism is intentional. Okay? So mix me with, oh, this country's not racist. Absolutely is. Or Donald Trump is not racist. Yes, he is. The only time he want to cozy up to us is when he need our vote. Like, child, please. Otherwise, he ain't be for us. Look how he exploited that little boy that had cancer during his rally. Oh, get that little black boy to get up here and say we're great. Child. Let me see what y'all saying in these comments. Meanwhile, they all still get their paychecks. Exactly. They all still getting their check. They don't care who they affect, who's going hungry, and what the cost of food right now. The nerve of them to shut. Child. Be More Shorty said, it's horrible. A friend of mine works for IRS. Her coworker took himself out due to losing his job and he was MAGA. Child, that's sad. Prayers up for your friend. Yes, Cece, that's sad. People are desperate. Girl, I need Trump Sr. and Jr. to be charged in the Diddy golf. Okay, yes. And let's not forget all the distraction and deflection he's doing. He's the one that campaigned on exposing the Epstein files and the list, right? And so when it comes down to pay the piper, his behind is dipping and dodging and doing and all, and come to find out your name is all throughout the file. That's why you don't want it to come out. Deflection and distraction is the name of the game. Period. Like, he was right there. He participated in his birthday book. Did you see those drawings? These men in that run this country, the Senate, everything, they are filthy. They're disgusting. Child. Please thumbs up the video. Oh, that's horrible. The sad part is situation, the insurance thing, because he took himself out, covered a funeral due to the situation, and his widow has to work 2 jobs. That's horrible, Be More Shorty. Prayers up to them. Prayers up to them. All right, moving right along. Prayers, look, I hope everybody is doing their best to survive this here government shutdown. Please take advantage of food pantries and things like that to help you cut the cost of your food expenses. Hold on. There's a glare coming through here. One of them got to go. One of them got to go. I got to get away from this. Okay. That's a little better. Sorry, y'all. Prayers up to everyone. I'm sorry that people are suffering as a result of this, but as you can see, they don't care. He don't want to come out. Hey, Chantel, good morning. All right, up next, let's get into Darius, McCrary, Eddie Winslow, okay? So dude decided to travel across the border in Mexico. Big mistake, Eddie Winslow. Big mistake, okay? And Lord knows what you was going to do in Mexico. But anyway, turns out Eddie Winslow had a warrant child for child support, okay? So they have detained his behind. And he ultimately ended appearing in court yesterday. Okay, so let's get into that. Did I do that? That's what he looking like. Did I do that?
Mr. McCrary, did you have any objections, sir, to the media request? You indicated that you did. Did you have an objection? And the court indicated that its tentative was to grant the request for media coverage. Did you wish to put that on the record or no?
Yes, I mean, I'd like to put it on the record, only because I have other children than my 18-year-old son, which this matter is involving.
Okay, but only as it relates to the media request.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure that my other children weren't in the media if I mention their names or if it comes up in if it comes up in the proceedings.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please do so.
I wanted to call attention to the emergency motion that I filed. Based on the fact that the 50th district has completely continued to violate all of my rights. My 4th, my 5th, my 14th Amendment, my right to due process is constantly trampled. And I've figured out why, because under due process clause of the 14th Amendment, personal judgment is void if rendered by the court, which has no jurisdiction over the defendant. That's Penmore versus Neff. 95 U.S. 714 24L ED 565, and Michigan has no jurisdiction Before we proceed, we need to establish jurisdiction. It's imperative that we establish jurisdiction. Your Honor, I'd like to also say I'm here in special appearance.
Special appearing for who?
I'm here on special appearance.
Sir, who are you specially appearing for?
I'm specially appearing for Darius McCrary. I'm here pro per special appearance.
And when you say you were here pro per and special appearance, who are you?
I'm an authorized signatory thereof of the estate and the executor of the estate.
Who's estate?
The McCrary estate.
And your name is?
Darius. I'm the authorized signatory thereof, Darius McCrary.
We in Miami, y'all know the vibe. Who else gonna be here? Are they even gonna be giving anything?
Child, look at him stumbling and trying to be his own lawyer, child. He got to do what he got to do. But Darius
has been swallowed up.
Your behind is swallowed up, okay? So they're saying that he owes $75,000 in back child support. That is crazy. Like, why wouldn't you try to handle your business? I don't know, but Jesus, he's trying to be his own lawyer. I think that's a bad idea. He needs to just hire somebody. But it looks like they're going to extradite him from Mexico back to California. This is just sad. Like, just pay the money at this point. Just pay the money. Just pay the money. Let me see. Okay. All right. So y'all let me know in the comments. Let me see what y'all saying. He sound dumb. Darius,
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
period. Like that something wrong with him. He just reading and doesn't know what the laws are. Period. Like, you fake attorney. Why does he talk like that? What accent is that? Aren't you Darius McCrary? I'm in confusion. Child, I don't know what that is, but all I know is he owes $75,000 in back child support. That's up. Why you ain't pay for your kid? That's my question. All right, let me get to this story. Nicki Minaj. It is so much going on with her, right? All right, so Tasha K dropped an exclusive, right? Nicki Minaj revealed that her team around her has been charging her Amex without her permission, right? She dropped receipts and everything, but only thing it was just like $8,000, $5,000, no real proof. As usual, she speaks in riddles, in subliminals, instead of just saying straight out what it is, but it's not no real proof. And I am still inclined to think that husband, KP, he the ringleader of it, okay? Because, hey, Natalia, he the ringleader of this whole scam. Cardi said it, okay? So Tasha K revealed on her platform, I think it was Wednesday, that she spoke with Nicki, and Nicki told her who it was, right? So she revealed the text message between her and Nicki. She said, DeAndre been stealing. I filed a report in Cali a couple weeks ago. So it looks like he's not the only one. And that's been stealing money. A doctor was caught red-handed today as well. DeAndre Tristan stylist thief reported foul. And so then Tasha K said, on it. All right. And so she reported on it. And she also had another stylist come on and kind of co-sign that situation. Please thumbs up the video. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, Kim.
Tasha K.
How are you, Mama?
I'm hanging in there.
So
shout out to Tasha K. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
I gave a brief introduction into Nicki Minaj and this stylist that she kind of put me onto, that she filed a police report on because there were multiple charges on her credit card, her American Express, that was named publicly. That apparently she had given him, I guess because he buys clothes and pulls clothes for her and stuff like that. Jasmine, can you show some of those charges that Nicki Minaj had put up the other day? $8,000. There's an $8,000 charge. There's a $7,000 charge. 5,000. I mean, she just started screenshotting, and specifically, and that's what makes me like really wonder, like, how would you know it's an American Express? So that means other people have access to her American Express. Isn't that called boosting? But here's the thing, Miss Kim.
See, these receipts really aren't receipting for me, and I feel like this. Like, how do all these people have access to your card? How are they gaining access? It's even said that one of them put a tracker on her. Who in their right mind wants to track her? The husband.
Do you want people to know your first and last name and who you are and how you know DeAndre?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. So my name is Kim Brown. I owned a store called Fresh of Georgetown in Washington, D.C. for over a decade. And I was one of the leads in the area. I worked with BET. I did a lot of different things in the Georgetown community, and it was when it was popping. A part of the ecosystem that I was a part of was Georgetown Cupcakes and Sweet Green. So those were my peers. However, I didn't make the transition from, brick and mortar to e-commerce. How I know DeAndre, he first started as a customer, and then he was looking for employment. He did not have much retail experience, so I brought him on board. And then, very energetic, very likable, friendly. We also, meshed because we're Sagittarius, and so I'm sure he did that with Nicki. So just very, very friendly. People are just, slandering her name. Bottom line is, back in the Obama era, this is when he was working for me. So about 2008, 2009, this is before Square. So we had, you swipe the card with credit card machine. And then when you swipe it, all of your information comes up. So what I found was a lot of customers were calling me and saying, hey, you've double charged me, or I'm seeing charges that are not recognizable, and the last place that I used your card was at your store. And so at first I didn't kind of put it together. This was again around the Yelp era. So then I started getting like bad reviews. It was just a very stressful time. Then Zara, which was had a flagship in Georgetown, they called me and said, hey, Kim, we have one of your employees over here stealing using your sensor gun. And so I had, became friends with him, but I had to let him go because I was one of the few Black people in Georgetown that owned a business and owned the $1 million building in Georgetown. So I didn't just rent a building, I owned it, and I made way for Georgetown Cupcakes. So that's pretty much, the nutshell. I've kind of stayed low key over the years. The last time I've spoken with DeAndre was about October 2024. I have text messages of that. I'm not going to divulge the person's name yet. His name's Terry. I'm not going to divulge his last name. Him and I are extremely close. And basically, DeAndre did some things. I won't elaborate right now. He did some things and I kind of try to quarterback it. So I reached out to DeAndre and said, hey, that's not right what you did to Terry. And, you guys been, childhood friends. How can we mend this?
I'm going to let Miss Kim go. Thank you so much.
All right, so okay, now first of all, let me just remind you all. Nicki said that it was several people. Okay, this is just one of many. At the end of the day, okay, although her source is credible, and not to mention DeAndre has gone radio silent, and he does have a criminal history, right? With check fraud, credit card fraud, and different things like that. All right. But how did these people, I ask you, how did these people get access to her stuff, right? On the tail end of that, she decides to go on another Twitter rant. And it's just like, girl, you need to get you some help. You need to get you some help. Because, Onika, you blame everybody but yourself and your poor decision making. Shout out to NewYorkonline.org, okay? So she decides to go on a Twitter rant. And of course, she wants to bring Rock Nation into this. And this doesn't make any sense, Nicki. It doesn't. You say all it is, but you don't sue. You say they owe you so many millions. Like, girl, bye. So this is what she put up. She said, anytime it's Rock Nation, but she used the C. Y'all figure it out. Nation in the news for something. They don't want you to know a few things will happen. Will Smith will appear. A famous person is announced dead. Their allies will begin to post, say nasty things about the queen. They don't say anything about you. Lazy will pop up looking dumb. She's talking about Jay-Z. And girl, from what they saying about your finances, you better watch your step. You better learn from Milagro Graham's child, okay? Then she says, having your husband, having tea. Let this be a gem you cherish forever. Satisfying your husband, stalking someone else's marriage, knowing peace, knowing tea. Girl, ain't nobody stalking your marriage. You the only one that want that. Mm-hmm. You the only one that want that. Don't nobody want no parts of that, KP, girl. Don't nobody want no parts. Ain't nobody hating, Nicki. Ain't nobody hating. You got that, girl. Mm-hmm. Then she says, Twitter is the family event. You say you're not going to anymore, but you go every year anyway. At least you can be your something, your a-hole self. Get T, tell T. TikTok is the job function you go to where you're being kind and everyone else is too. They don't know you're a fucking psycho yet. They saying you psycho too, Nicki. Mm-hmm. They throwing stuff around like schizo, bipolar. Mm-hmm. Allegedly, thumbs up the video, okay? So she said, I know Twitter isn't a real place because TikTok is literally like being on another planet. Like they're all over there having a good time, laughing my effing off, like not a care in the effing world, girl. Then she goes on to say, there's another man that will pop out, but I won't say his name. You never do. In the school of recognizing patterns, the student must not be given all the answers, but instead, they must sharpen their critical thinking skills, free their mind of all clutter. This is weird. Only then will they find it, but they need not search. They need only to be still. There's no race, only peace. Anytime Rock Nation is, child, Nicki, this is all.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
It's definitely suspicious and weird because you make no sense whatsoever. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And so then on the tail end of that, she comes out and says she is quitting music. Y'all won. Ciao. I call Cap. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think she really means that she is quitting music. Or if she's trolling. Put a 2 in the chat if you think she's trolling. I think she's trolling. I call Cap. I call Cap. But allegedly, it's a whole network of these stylists that have been doing this for a while and is stealing from celebrities. Tamar, of course, right? She's a victim of this. Tasha K confirmed with her, but then the stylist came out and said, I ain't never even worked for her. It's just like, girl. Okay. But I feel like Nicki is doing this for attention. I really, really do. Because Cardi is overshadowing everybody. Cardi is overshadowing Offset. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Nicki says she is no longer putting out her album. Hope you're happy now. Ciao, girl. Okay, I'm not going to put out the album anymore. No more music. Hope you're happy now at SC. Bye, Barbs. Love you for life. Child, let me tell you something. This is a cry for attention. That's all this is. And you really need to go get help and see what's going on. Nicki, what is going on? You are mad at Rock Nation in the world because you made the choice to marry who you marry. And people don't want to work with you because they don't want to deal with that low vibrational criminal. Let's call it what it is. You have lost out on so much money and he's costing you more than he's worth. He's a broke ninja at the end of the day. You have to pay for him to travel with you. Like, you definitely lowered your standards to be with this rapist, convicted rapist, okay? And she's got a lawsuit that they're refusing to play when Kenneth faked like he was her bodyguard and beat up somebody and he sued and won. And now you got all type of liens because you won't pay the lawsuit. It's disgusting. Please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. Share, share, share. Cece said, you can't get that ninja away. Hell no. She said, girl, you married a pedo. What do you expect? Child. And Nicki was with him when she was like 14 and he was way older than her. Per usual. Right. I think she's doing it for attention. I tell that all the girl rappers could be tossed. Yes. Right, Nadi. She's the Lulu. Okay. Onika, go home. School Papa Bear. Child, like, it is your fault. Papa Bear is going to grow up to resent you, child, because he's going to be like, Mommy, why I don't have no friends? Why I can't have no friends over? What you going to say? Because your daddy a rapist? What you going to say? Child. Nicki, you need to go get help. Seriously, at this point. It is sad how delusional you are and you don't want to take accountability for your own decision making. It's your career is where it is because of your decision making. And that man is using you. And he's going to drain the swamp and toss you aside. Okay? When he got with you, he was with another female. Okay? Told that girl, like, I'm with Nicki Minaj now. I'm getting the bag. He's clearly using you. It's disgusting that you don't see it. It's disgusting. Okay? I'm going to have to save Ray J and Krishan Rock. They're not that important anyway. For tomorrow's live. I'm going to go live tomorrow. In Young Miami. But look, on the tail end of her saying, talking bad about Jay-Z, who ain't thinking about her, child? He comes out. Jay-Z meets with Abdul Dubai, Sheik, Tanun Ben, Zayd Al to discuss the future of entertainment and the role of AI in music and media, child. Okay, allegedly, word on the curb is he about to get fired from the NFL. Okay, so let's go over to Housewife News. Okay, real quick, and we'll wrap up the show there. So Kim Zolciak subpoenaed in $100 million divorce case after allegedly messing with married millionaire. Sis still ain't learned to leave other people's husband alone, allegedly.
And his soon-to-be ex-wife, we've kept it this way.
Close your legs to married men.
Come on, Claressa Shields, you need to pay attention, okay? Kim she gonna skin fuck her way to a bag, okay? That's how she is. That's how she was introduced to the world. She is the forever mistress, okay? And that's why I don't know why Corey thought he was gonna be any different, child. She was okay with cheating. She was sleeping with a married Big Papa for years, child, okay? Years. So this is Tamara Judge speaking on the Wendy Osefo case. Shout out to It's On Saint. Tamara Judge alleges Wendy Osefo neighbors knew she was running an insurance scam. Claims one of the Wendy neighbors DM'd her saying the whole neighborhood knew it was insurance fraud. Thumbs up the video. Come on up here, Wendy Osefo.
Her neighbor slid into my DM. Basically, that they all got notices on their front door or in their mailbox that there had been a burglary, and it was at the, Wendy and Eddie's house. The whole entire neighborhood was thinking this is insurance fraud.
Really?
But they all thought something was kind of shady about it.
Something was fishy.
Fishy. Like
Stacey's breath.
Stacey's breath. You know, I was going to say that. So her neighbor slid into my DM. Basically,
So apparently the neighbors they knew about it. Girl, Wendy Osefo. You know they don't allow wigs in prison, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not that your wigs are good outside of prison, but child. And of course, Funky Dineva Ashy Ass has something to say. You know he loves to drag a black woman. Let's see what he got to say. Even though Wendy put herself in this situation, but
And here's the unfortunate thing, Wendy. You fell victim to wanting to keep up with the Joneses for an expectation that you built in your head. Wendy, we never looked at.
Don't be using my stuff, Funky. I'm the one that said she was trying to keep up with the Joneses.
At you as the fashion girl. We never looked at you as the it girl. We never looked at you as the girl that drive nice. We never looked at you or expected you to be the girl that lived nice. That was never the box any of us put you in. So the fact that you fell victim to the materialism of it all is really baffling to all of us, because that is an expectation that only existed in your head. No one ever expected you. There's never been a day when anybody's been like, "Ooh, bitch, Wendy was giving." We never looked at you like that, Wendy. Like, honestly and truthfully, Wendy, you could have worn Levi's jeans and t-shirts out the pack and you still would have been received the same. So to fall victim to trying to keep up, and then it was like a half-baked insurance fraud scam. And here's the unfortunate thing. Your husband is being disgraced and disbarred, which brings up another thing. You don't fucked around and got your mama kicked out the village. It's almost as if your mother's sole purpose in life was to birth a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. She put so much pressure on you to become what you did just so she could float around the village and have bragging rights that her daughter is a professor. Well, guess what? Her daughter's also about to be a felon. Lord, I bet your mama can't even take her garbage to the damn road, bitch, without getting the eggs of shame thrown at her ass. Everybody's laughing at you. They're going to laugh at you. I bet the mama probably self-deported. Baby, the mama probably said, baby, if you can't get me back to Africa, bitch, put me on a raft and ship my ass to Cuba. That's how quick your mama ass probably done ran out the village the way you don't embarrass her. Not only down to the ground, bitch, down to the global satellites, bitch. This embarrassment is so bad, it went up into the stratosphere and NASA beamed it all around the world. Your mama not even welcome back in Africa. She's so embarrassed about what you did. And not to mention, Eddie, them people already didn't want to fool up with your ass because they said you was from that cursed ass tribe. And just when that damn mama and family was coming around on that show, I bet that mama really hates your ass now, and she 100% feel justified for never coming around y'all ass because she believed that your ass was cursed, and bitch, you don't put this curse on her goddamn son. Do Jesus. Them Africans knew something, baby. You don't understand how you just fortified 200 generations of pettiness, because that lady gonna tell her daughters and granddaughters, when you know that lady knew your damn family was cursed, and you don't fucked around and dragged her son to the pits of hell and the pits of jail. No, God, honey.
He ain't never lied. He ain't never lied. Wendy, you brought shame, Wendy Otafo. You brought shame to the African community. Shame. Shame on you, Wendy. Shame on you. All right, her and Eddie, Happy Eddie, are innocent until they are proven guilty in the court of law. They too deserve a fair trial. I'm interested to see what happened. Will they take a plea? I'm just interested to see what is going on. Okay. Real quick, let me do Ray J. Now, as you all know, Ray J has been battling with the Kardashians. Yes, he has. Okay. He was reviewing the lawsuit on his Twitch stream and things like that, and saying they tried to shut him up or whatever. Ray J, you asked for this for yourself too. Sure.
Where is that fly? I'm killing all flies with this shit today. Where the DJ are? Dead Fred, they can't hear it. Oh, it's because it's in the back of my neck, boss. I'm killing all flies with this contract today. Perfect fly swat. I just want to let y'all know that this is real bad. It's not okay, and to me, it's unfair, and it's not necessary, and it's a lot of different things that go with it. I'm not gonna speak on it because I have to take legal action as well. So I gotta chill, but you guys will be the first to know everything. But this is beyond inhumane, right? This is going into some I forgot that I'm lying type shit. I forgot, honestly, I forgot that everything I am saying about myself is not true. I forgot who I really was because I've been lying so long about being good to where you forgot you was bad. And that's scary.
He said, I've been lying so long about being good that I forgot. Ray J, go sit down somewhere. I don't really like Funky either. Whether he's right or wrong about Wendy Otefo, I don't really like him either. I don't like the way he talks. Yes, all the tea today. Yes. Ray J, go sit down.
We're gonna speak on it.
I can't wait to the interview on Tasha K tonight. I'm gonna watch it and bring y'all the deeds.
No longer, but I just been served. Well, I got served once. It was okay, but no, this is bad. And I'm gonna need y'all to have my back through this chat because when we really break it down and we really show the facts, what happens after that is gonna be very important. And that's gonna take digital support, physical support, and moral support. Probably titty support too. Who wrote this for these fucking dumb fucks? I'm sorry for. Let me stop saying shit. First off, you ain't even spelling a nigga name right, so this shit's void already. Bitch, you don't know my real name? You got me all the way fucked up. You think I'm a slave to your bullshit. You think I'm your nigger and I'm gonna do anything you say because I'm your slave. Okay, got it, buddy. Just wish me luck, chat. And legally, we'll get down to the truth. And then I'll definitely exonerated of all things for my past. But God bless. It doesn't matter. Let's stay focused on what's positive and what's great in our lives today. And that's you, chat. Where is that fly?
All right, there you have it. He's been served again. Okay, Ray J said, I hit it, I hit it, I hit it, I hit it, I hit it first. I hit it, 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 I hit it first. Yes, okay. Thank you all. That's all I got for you today, you guys. And Chris Sean, dirty ass rock. We'll talk about her tomorrow, child. I'm sure she'll do something dumb on this internet, on Beyonce's internet for us to talk about because she's trying to do anything to stay relevant. And the only thing I have to say in response to her trolling the fucking world right now to try to stay relevant is hashtag save Junior, hashtag justice for Ronnie. I love you all. I got to get out of here. I got to go to work, you guys. Okay, got to go to work. Got to go make the donuts. All right. And I appreciate every last one of you joining me. Please like the video, share this out. Thank you so much to everyone for all of the donations. I always appreciate my naughty crew. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, naughty crew, I'm out. One.